Hello. And it has been a very, very long time since I've put anything up on this channel. Yeah, it's been a long time for sure. I think the last thing I uploaded was, I think it was like the time to pivot, like a video talking about how I wanted to do more IRL content and things like that back in, what was it, September? December of 2022. Yeah, because that was Major One of Modern Warfare 2, because that whole thing was actually Modern Warfare 2 gameplay in the background. And it is now August of 2024, so it's been almost 2 years since I've posted anything on this channel, and a lot has changed since then. A lot for the better and a lot for the worse. Um, I'll get into that in a second, but I wanted to say, anyone who decided to watch this video and decided to come hang out with me, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I know it's going to be not a lot of people just because I don't have a lot of followers like that, but I still want to still pick up the vlogs and post them. I know I do have some people in my life that actually enjoy watching my vlogs and actually enjoy. A lot of people who really enjoy the vlogs and just enjoy seeing my day to day. I don't know why. But this isn't going to be more so that. It's kind of going to be catching up on everything that's been going on. So I just go down the list of other stuff that's changed since 2022. I decided to finally get my IRL life in order, and I have a real full-time job now. It's not a big boy job, but it's a make ends meet kind of job, and it's an honest living, man. I enjoy it. It's nothing crazy. I just work on an operating team for a small wellness company here in Illinois, so it's nice to be a part of something cool like that. But it's hard for if you hear cicadas and if you hear randomness. I'm outside and it is like about to be 5 o'clock, so you know how it is. But yeah, I got my first real actual full time job to make ends meet. What else did I do? I'm back in school for real this time. I'm gonna finish because I'm paying for it out of my own pocket, so I kind of have to finish. But I'm in school for cybersecurity and networking, and it's going pretty well. This is my seventh. Well, I'm going into my. I was just seeing this. It'll be the 7th week of my second set of courses. I get 2 courses every 8 weeks for the next 16 months, with a 1 week break in between each set of courses. It's kind of a consistent workflow. I'm sure as I progress more and more into it, it will start to get a little heavy and probably a little hectic. But I have my associates in cybersecurity, which would be nice. I can then take that to get a job in the fields. It also helped me kind of put me in a nice higher tax bracket to be forced to be paid a little more than if I just had a certificate, which is cool. Um, I have traveled a good little bit since you guys have last seen me. I have gone to Mexico. I have gone to back to Puerto Rico for a second time, which I loved and enjoyed. I did some travel for work. Nowhere crazy, just the Midwest, but it was so nice to see a different part of the world, even if it is the middle of absolutely nowhere. I haven't gone nowhere else actually. Yeah, I mean, when you guys seen that last time to pivot video, I was actually in Raleigh, North Carolina for the first major, so that was cool to hang out with all of my boys down in North Carolina. But I guess we can kind of count that one, but y'all knew I was gone for that, so not gonna count it. But yeah, I haven't really done a lot of like crazy, crazy travel. It was still though nice to get out and see a different part of the world. Like I said, I want to see every single square inch of the planet that I can before I die, right? So anywhere is fine with me. But I've done some traveling. I have gotten in better shape. You guys probably can or can't tell. I don't know, but I've gotten in far better shape than I was almost 2 years ago. At the time of those videos, I was probably walking around at like a solid 215 to 220. I ended up bulking up a little bit higher and getting to about 227. And then April of this year, I started cutting down my calories and body fat just because I don't want to be a bodybuilder, but it would be nice to see what kind of physique I could achieve. Just because why not, right? Plus, I'll be in shape, healthy. It's good for you. You can't lose. But um, started losing weight in September. Not September. I'm sorry. In April of this year, and I dropped down now. I weighed in the other day at 207. Tomorrow's actually my weigh-in day for this week, so I'm actually cutting down body fat. I feel a lot better. I look definitely slimmer. There's definitely more muscle definition, all that good stuff. But I'm not one to show off all those things, so you guys will probably never see anything like that um, intentionally. But yeah, so I've been really hitting the gym hard, getting in shape, enjoying that part of my life. It's been nice. It's a good headspace clearer. It's a good way to get out stress naturally and get out stress very positive manner that actually benefits you in a way. So, someone that hasn't gone to the gym, you should, not just for the weight and the actual health benefits, but just for the mental benefits and the stress relief you get from it, which is a big reason why I go consistently. But yeah, so I've been really going to the gym. I've been hitting that hard. It's been very nice. I've enjoyed the whole process of just getting stronger, feeling better, looking better, just feeling more confident in myself in that manner, and it's been awesome. My dad needed help with some stuff at the pool. We're opening up the pool, so I've been getting really in touch with my spiritual and my own self. I've been learning to I've been getting more in touch with like my spiritual and like my inner self recently. I would like in the past year. I'll say like the past 8 months to a year. But getting really in touch with like my spiritual side and my own inner self, trying to figure out what it is that I want out of life, what I want to do, and just healing old traumas and issues and things that um happened to me and that I experienced as a child that have resurfaced now that I'm older. Uh, I thought I'd deal with them when I was a kid, when I was younger, and talked about these things, but they seem to resurface now as I'm older, and I don't know why that is. It's kind of hard to tell. You don't really know where these things stem from most of the time, and that's kind of the hard part is figuring out what triggers it and where it stems from, and how do you go about getting better when it comes to those things. Um, See, I've been really, really doing that, man. I'm really just trying to be a better person. I've been really living by two very important sayings to myself. The first one has been, and it's plastered everywhere for me, is reinvent yourself again. And it used to just be reinvent yourself, thinking that one time was enough, and it's not. That's why I added the again, because you're going to be consistently put in situations in life where you're going to have to adjust and adapt and reinvent yourself. And as I enter a new chapter in my life, I realize it is time to reinvent myself yet again. I don't know what that entails this time. I don't know where it's supposed to go. I don't know anything. It's still pretty fresh and pretty new to me, and I'm just kind of navigating it hour by hour, not even day by day. I haven't gotten that. I haven't gotten that far into it yet, and I haven't gotten that clear mentally to be able to say I'm taking it day by day. Right now, it's still hour by hour, and as I'm progressing it better, it will become a day by day, and week by week, and then month by month, and we'll go from there. Right? That's the idea. I guess we can jump into the things that kind of suck that changed since I have last talked to you guys. Uh, the first one is I don't stream nearly as much. Um, I don't think that I've given up on streaming. I think that I've realized as I'm getting older that playing video games and streaming is fun for me, but I want it to always be fun for me. And I know if I turn it into a career, it will not be fun for me no more. Streaming was very fun, but even when I fully committed to being a full time streamer and putting in 40, 50, 60 hours a week, I was starting to very much so realize it's a lot more hectic and um, a lot more outside BS and work that I really don't want to have to deal with, and that I really realize this isn't for me. And I think a lot of people don't understand when you pursue a passion, a dream, you don't know if it's really what you want to do until you do it. And that's a lesson that I've learned through pursuing streaming and pursuing a content creation career. Now, have I stopped making videos and little shorts and shit like that? No, of course I haven't. If you follow me on Instagram, you see I still make stuff and I still post stuff. And if you follow me on Twitch, you'll see that, you know, I still stream a few times a month. It's not like I'm 100% inactive. I don't do that no more. And if you're someone that still does it, I'll never knock you. Your dream is your dream. Your passion is your passion. Don't let nobody knock you for that. Water bottle fell into chaos. I gotta drink some water. Yeah, so Drink your water, kids. It's good for you. But yeah, so if there's someone that's still doing that, man, I know a lot of people that I started with that are still going hard. Hey, man, kudos to y'all. I will never ever knock y'all. Your dream and your passion is your dream and your passion. I will never knock you for that. Another thing that I don't do no more, which is a good thing, but I guess still sucks, is I don't nearly curse as much as I used to. Not a bad thing, but I've been really trying to hone in on not swearing like a sailor, even though I have my moments. Not perfect, still working on it. But I'm trying not to because it's just not that it shows that you're stupid or not knowledgeable, whatever the case is. It just depends on the situation, where it is accepted. Like if I'm out having drinks with the guys, or it's guy time, or I'm at like a party or something like that. Yeah, it's acceptable. We're having a good time. We're letting loose. But if I'm hanging around family, or I'm hanging around young ones, or at a spouse's house, or whatever the case is, you probably shouldn't be talking too crazy just because you don't want to look a certain way. That's something that I've learned over time. This wind's going crazy, so I'm trying to hold this thing down so it don't turn and fly away. But yeah, so I've been really trying to do that. Like I said, I ain't perfect. On stream, you'll probably catch me cursing like a sailor still, just because I'm on stream and it's like I'm letting loose. I'm chilling out. Let me be. But yeah, so I've been really trying to do that. The last thing is I'm no longer with Sarah. We broke up in May 3rd to be exact, for anyone that cares about the exact date. We broke up in May, and I don't want to go into any detail as to why, because that's our private situation, and Sarah's not the kind of person to put things out there. I'm just kind of just saying it so that way there's no questions. I have a lot of family and friends that I haven't seen that keep asking me, and I hate retelling the story every time. So we're no longer together. For as much as it hurts for me to say that, still almost 2 months later, we're just not together no more. It just stems down to it's just not the right time for us. I don't know if we'll ever have the right time to be together again, or if our love story is for us to meet again. I don't know if our love story will ever be back on a page where it can continue to be written again. I don't know. I really hope so. For those who don't know me or didn't watch my streams or couldn't tell, in my head and even together, I planned life for her. I did. We had planned a lot of things we wanted to do together. We had planned a lot of events, a lot of milestones, a lot of really important things we wanted to do together, and we're just not gonna probably do them now for the foreseeable future. It sucks a lot because it was my very first time in life that I was with someone and could genuinely picture life with them. Like, could wholeheartedly envision and see a life where we fight through every trial and tribulation. Um, we finally get our own apartment together. We finally get married. We get our own house. We have children. We get the dogs and the pets, and we see the world, and we scrapbook, and we make videos of our adventures, and catalogs of pictures, and all these cool things that you do when you love someone and you start a family and you spend life together, right? So it's the first time I ever envisioned that with somebody, and I mean, it happened. As of right now, it's not happening. I never know what the future holds. A lot could change, you know. Um, I still love her very much. I'd still do anything in the world for her. To this day, I would still love and protect and take care of her if need be. I would not. I mean, I would jump on a heartbeat, as I hope she would, and I know she would. It definitely wasn't mutual, but it was understood on both sides, and it ended very peacefully. It ended very graciously. There's still an open line of contact if anyone would need to reach out. There's no bitterness. There's no hate. We still have so much love for each other, and I think we always will. I think a part of my heart will always want a life with Sarah, no matter what. How big will that piece be? I'm sure over time, if God forbid, I have to meet somebody else and start a life, I'm sure that little piece will shrink, but that piece will always exist in my heart because of the memories and the time we spent together. So yeah, I'm no longer with Sarah. It sucks. It's unfortunate. Sarah, if you're watching this by chance, I love you. Hope you're okay. Little sunflower. Um, that's crazy too because the last vlog I literally made was her in it, and we were at the cabin, and that was a really good time. I'm trying to think about it, since I don't want to cry. Uh, but yeah, it was a really really good time. So it sucks that the vlog to proceed that one doesn't have her in it, and the next vlogs won't for the foreseeable future. But I just want to thank her for all the love, the support, the care, just everything for the past 4 years. A beautiful relationship, the best I've ever had. And I'm not just saying that because that's my most recent one. I mean, it's the best I've ever had in my life. So for that, Sarah, I love you. I thank you. And you know how I feel about you. We've talked a million times about this. So yeah, now that we're all caught up on everything going on, I guess it's kind of time to let you guys know where I plan to take everything from here. I I'm pretty lost right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And maybe that's something I shouldn't even say or put on the internet, but I feel like it's something, especially in the month of June, Men's Mental Health Month, that if you're another guy out there like me, man, who's going through a similar situation or can really resonate with what I'm saying, I'm just lost. I am. I After Sarah decided that she wanted to end the relationship, a lot, like I said earlier in the video, a lot of trauma resurfaced. It's a lot of trauma that stems from my adolescence, my early childhood, and even some of my late adolescence, early adulthood. And it's crazy because I talked to my mom about it one day, and she told me, she said, it sounds like you have traumas and gripes in three different chapters of your life. And until you can be at peace and close each and every single one of them, you won't know peace. You just won't. So that's the journey I'm on now, is trying to figure out how do I close these chapters and give myself grace and love for things that I wish I did and things that I did do. And that's where I'm at. That's why I say I take the days, hour by hour, because they're so hard to go through sometimes. And why everything is just so very a blur yet fast paced all at the same time for me these days. So it's a weird spot to be in for sure. That's where I'm at. I'm just trying to reinvent myself again, and I'm trying to figure out what it is that I want now in this chapter of my life. Um, the last one's closed. It was my early 20s. I'm now about to enter my mid 20s. I turned 24 in August. And from what I read, your 20 to 23 is the early, 24 to 26 is the mid, and 27 to 29 is late. So, as I enter my mid 20s, I don't know what this chapter holds for me. I've been trying to dibble and dabble my feet into a lot of different arts and forms of expression to help myself get out these emotions. Um, I've really honed in on journaling, praying, and spirituality. Although I've always grown up with spirituality and faith in my life, that's nothing I just picked up. I'm not a fucking YouTuber that just decided, oh my God, I'm gonna believe in Jesus now to get, all the clicks from altering my life when they still do all the BS they do behind the scenes, anyways. Um, but no, I grew up in a house of faith, in a house that believed in God, and if you don't, hey, nothing wrong with that. That's the religion I was born into. Um, but yeah, growing up, growing up as a Christian, I have always had a faith and a base in God and in the Spirit. And as I grew older, I shied away from it because, oh my God, it's boring, it's stupid, it's useless, as most kids do. You can't get mad at them for that. We're young and stupid. But as you get older, you start to realize the things that happen to you and the way that that life begins to align itself and how events play out, that you do need some guidance, whether it's from a therapist, whether it's from a psychiatrist. It's from an elderly mentor, you do need help, and you also need faith. You need to be intact with your spirit. Um, Another quote that I live by is starve the ego, feed the spirit. And I live by that because I feel like for a long time in my life, I enjoyed inflating and feeding my ego. And if you're someone that knows me, you know I'm not an egotistical person, but I would intentionally do things and intentionally um, put myself in positions where I could feed my ego so that way I did feel confident and secure in myself based off of the feeling of acceptance and the feelings of reassurance I would be given through these acts that I do or that I did. And I realized for a very long time that as you inflate your ego, you begin to believe that it can't happen to you just because it hasn't yet. And that's so foolish because a lot has happened in the past almost 2 years that I didn't think would happen to me. And I'm not just talking my relationship, I'm talking a lot of other things too that I didn't think would happen to me, and they did. And I began to realize you cannot be foolish enough to think it can't happen to me because it always will. The minute you think something can't happen to you, the, the universe is on its way to show you, hey, motherfucker, this shit can happen to you. So be ready. So I'm starting trying to live a life where I feed the spirit, I live an honest life, I keep karma and religion in mind because they both act hand in hand and you will feel and see both of them, whether it's good or bad. And I'm trying to live a different life than how I used to live. Um, for someone that knows me in real life, I've talked about this a million times how I'm starting to live life a different way and why I do things the way I do them. I need to be in touch with my spirit and my inner self. And the lack of love and self confidence that I have for myself stems from me not being in touch with every part of my body. Like I'm in touch with my physical, my mental, and even my soul, but I'm not in touch with my spirit. And for someone that is religious, you know that this body we walk around in is just a shell. The actual spirit and soul in which you have is truly who you are as a person. And I know I'm a good person at heart. I know I really am a good person in the soul and in the body and in the mind. I act very cautiously. I take everything into account before I do things. And I try to be an honest, good man every day that I live. And it's not to be cocky, but I know I'm a good man. I genuinely am. But I don't feel like it some days. And it's weird. It's a very weird process to go through and to experience. And if it's someone that's been through it or going through it, you know exactly what it is I'm talking about. You feel like you're doing the right thing, yet you keep getting hit with everything that makes you feel like, damn, maybe what I'm doing that I think is right isn't right. So it's a constant battle. But yeah, I'm just trying to live an honest life. I'm just trying to change how it is I perceive the world and figure out what it is I want for this next chapter in my life. And I can't guarantee I'm gonna have vlogs often. I'll pick it up and just film as I film. My main priority right now has been journaling. It's been um, praying. I've been getting into music, actually producing music. If you guys haven't seen yet, check out my Instagram. The Odd Pal page that I have, which for those who don't know, I'll pop the Odd Pal page up somewhere around here. The Odd Pal page is actually me, Burbank, and my good friend Franco's creative page where we put all of our creative things on there, whether it's cinematography, videography, video editing, music, things like that. It's just a creative collective page. So it's three of us. Me and Daniel posted a couple things on there for Redacted, which that's another project I want to get back to in the future. But a couple things for Redacted on there, and a couple things I posted for my own personal self on there. And now we're starting to produce music together, the three of us. So I've been really honing in on music, really trying to get down the basics and the fundamentals of producing beats and learning how to sample and make actual drums. I'm trying to figure out how melodies work, strings, chords, all this cool, good, fun stuff. I'm entering a world that I know nothing about. I know a good little bit from hanging out with Burbank throughout the years, but I'm not as versed as most that are in the field. So that's been my priority on top of school, going to work, and just checking on myself mentally daily and seeing where I'm at and where what I need for the day. I'm trying to figure out day by day what it is that I need to feel secure and what it is that I need to feel happy for the day. Because it's not every day where I wake up and I'm happy. For as much as everybody in my life would have perceived that way, it's not often. So it's just me trying to be a better me, trying to be a better man, trying to be a better brother, better son, um, a better friend, a better partner for whoever it is that is dropped into my life for me to spend life with. I just want to be a better me overall. Uh, but yeah, so that is where I've been and what I've been up to. For those who managed to make it this far, I do appreciate and love you more than you probably know. As you continue to feed me hope and a sense of, hey, people out there actually care about your content. So for that, I thank you. I send my love. If you really do want to keep up with my content and what I'm doing, I'm mainly just posting on Instagram and TikTok. Nothing crazy. Even TikTok's kind of going to be dying down just because I'm a little wary of the platform getting ready to be banned in the US if it is banned. So it's really just been Instagram mainly. But yeah, man, if you guys want to keep up with any of my content, I post far more often on my Instagram than my YouTube. I really want to get back on the YouTube grind. I just, being honest, I don't think I can commit to it right now. I have a lot going on my plate. But I figured I'd owe the people who love watching my vlogs and like keeping up with me, owe you an update on where I've been. I'm alive, and I'm just taking everything hour by hour, day by day. Um, I love you all so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. And just be a better you, man. Just wake up today, look yourself in the mirror, and ask, hey, what do I need today for myself? And spend that day going about learning how to achieve it. It's easier said than done, I know, because most days it's hard for me to do it. I'm not saying that I'm perfect and I get it done every day, but I try my hardest. But yeah, man, get out there, live your life. There's never going to be a perfect moment to pursue a dream. There's never going to be a perfect moment to see the world. There's never going to be a perfect moment to start a new business or genius idea you have. You just have to do it. Get out there, see the world, go to the gym, drink your water, eat better, check in with yourself mentally, have a little faith in life. I'll leave you guys be. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I love you guys, and I will see you all when I see you. Take care.